Hi YouTube. So here's the thing. You can go ahead and thumb the video down and cuss me out if you want to, because I don't really care. And I'm not here to make you believe something. I'm not here to change your beliefs or even anything like that at all, okay? I'm just telling you what I believe, and I believe it's here. That 2015 was, whatever, the year. Indeed, that it is here, and it's here to stay. And it's not going away anytime soon. This is from last night, November 20th, 2015, over in Paris. Take a listen.
Exactly. I think French people are coming here to gather to feel the support from one another. And I think the question hanging over all their heads is this the new normal? Is this heightened state of fear and heightened security the new normal? Should they now start to expect to see armed guards standing outside their national landmarks?
Yes, this is the new normal. Sure is. Now, this was this morning. This was like 10 minutes ago, because as soon as I heard this, I dropped everything I was doing and I started making this video, getting ready to make this video. Okay, now my apology, because whenever I first heard it, I got all excited, grabbed the remote, and then I hit the channel button on accident. So, but you're going to hear the end of the conversation, and I'm not telling you you have to trust me. I'm just telling you that you can. What this lady on the right said right before I changed the channel, because you're going to hear her reiterate it, so you'll know that it's the truth. She said on the cover of France's or Paris or whatever, one of their biggest magazine, if not biggest magazine, newspaper, whatever, they said they were running a poll and they were asking the people, and the people said they don't care as long as these guys keep them safe. They said they don't care. They're willing to give up their liberty so they can be protected by the government. So here, let's hear her kind of reiterate. She's not going to say that. Well, just listen. Sorry.
Just an extra step to protect citizenry. But these are it's sort of like our probable cause in the Constitution, when we're saying that's not so important now. We've got bigger fish to fry.
You know, I think given everything that has gone on here, particularly in the wake of Charlie Hebdo, they enacted these surveillance powers here in France, which many say go well beyond what exists under the controversial Patriot Act in America. France was okay with that, and they now see the terrorist attacks of last week largely as an intelligence failure. They are in the mood for more security, and if that means letting somebody listen in on their phone calls, they're happy to have it done.
There you go. It's fucking here, man. Sorry. And now they're saying that Brussels is on lockdown. They just showed Brussels right before this. They had a whole Humvee of armed guards just pouring out on the street. And this is a true story. My mother just went to New York for the weekend, last weekend. They go on these trips where it's a whole group of them, and it's not like a group of friends. It's like a whole group of people, like a sponsored thing. And they go balls to the wall for like 3 to 4 days straight, where they go to all these Broadway shows and all this and that. So they're kind of pretty much cut off from what's going on, because they're so focused on their stupidity of what they're doing with these stupid shows and all this kind of stuff, right? So she says that, and there's a guy that she goes with one of her friends. Her friend is a dance instructor. Her dance instructor, one of her students, is on Broadway. Okay, so they go visit this guy whenever they go to do these trips. Now, my mom told me that, I think it was, well, it doesn't matter. I think it was Saturday morning, that they had no idea what happened in Paris, okay? So they got up, they were going to breakfast that following morning, that Saturday morning, I think it was, and that dance instructor, that student of hers, their friend or whatever, they had breakfast with them, and it was him who told them all what happened in Paris. Okay, and she bought, you know, they bought the whole story, you know, ISIS attack and all. They bought the whole story, hook, line, and sinker. And she said, so then after that, when they went to their shows and stuff in New York, she said the security was heightened. They were going through all sorts of stuff, and she goes all the time. And she says it was more than what they normally do. She said they were really patting down, going through, they wanted to look through everything in the bag. She said it's not normally like this, but she said because of what happened in France, they were doing that. And I said, yeah, that's how it happened. That's exactly how it happens. They set up these problems, then they come in and invade and take over, and that's what happens. And she doesn't believe a word I'm saying, and she is completely okay with them doing that. It's crazy. I yeah, I mean, I could go on and on. I just did a rant video, so I don't need to do this. You just saw it out of their own mouths. Argue with me, fine. Thumb it down, say whatever you want. I could care less. You can't, whatever, man. Thanks to my subscribers.